What were some things that you saw down the stretch? I know Vegas got to the free throw line a lot, and that's been a point of emphasis, for the group to cut down on fouling throughout games.
Yeah, that's just a really tough one. Up 11 with 4 minutes to go. I'll take some of that for, you want to slow the game down, right? But we were in a flow, we were attacking, we were scoring, so that's the balance, right? You slow the game down a little bit to manage the clock. They found some disruption. We just didn't get enough shots on goal. And then it was just the definition of how to let a lead slip. Like, they didn't score a bucket until it was the go-ahead bucket. We just put them to the free throw line, the clock stops, 2 points, go, turn it over, put them to the free throw line, clock stops. So and some of that's on me. Like, helping them and when do you just let them go and let them go fast? And when do you tell them to hold up? And so... that one hurts.
I mean, that's a great debate, right? In basketball, is do you change your style, try to hold a lead, or do you keep playing your style and risk, the turnovers and different things? What did you learn from how tonight went down?
Yeah, I think it's just a balance of, maybe after a couple possessions when it, turnover, sticky, like get them into a different action and just try to get the ball moving from side to side and flowing. So it starts with me. I'll look in the mirror and I'll be better for our team going forward.
On a positive note, that third quarter, you guys get out to 15-0 or 8-0 to run. What did you change? What changed systemically, or what was said in the locker room to kind of get that spark?
I was just so proud of how we responded at halftime because it's been the case. Like, we just haven't been good enough defensively, consistently giving up 50-point halves, and so challenge them to be better individually. And then be better communicators and just have more activity. And then you saw it. Like, it was deflection, steal, shot clock violation, turnover. Like, it was just a different level. And so just still figuring out the best ways to reach this group and get the most out of them.
And then can I ask one more quick one? There were two kind of 50-50 plays down the stretch where the team was calling for a challenge. Did you have a challenge remaining?
We had it, yeah. We had a challenge. I probably should have used one of them there before 3 minutes because I also had another timeout that you lose it anyway. And again, just continuing to evaluate our usage of challenges and how we can be better going forward.
Both players had mentioned the offense got a little stagnant down the stretch. Just was that stuff that maybe Vegas was doing defensively, or just what were some things that you saw?
No, it was us. That was self-inflicted. Just trying to manage the clock and get it down, and then still get to the action we wanted. But we'll figure out some better ways to do it and find some balance. It's just, the more you move it, the more opportunities there are for turnovers and deflections. And so you want to just put the ball in your best player's hands and get into actions that are simple, but they disrupted us and took that one from us.
Go to Rob on the Zoom.
Thank you, Rob Tiazza from the Pony Finish. Coach, I know this wasn't the outcome that you and the team wanted, but in tight games like these, how do you focus on helping the team close out strong to tap into each player's strengths across all 40 minutes and learning from tonight to make this new quarter of games converted into positive results?
Yeah, I think, again, it's taking the learning from it and just continuing to get better. So close, you gotta learn, we haven't had a lead. We haven't played in a tight game like that with a lead. So we'll be better for it. Wish we would have come out with a win.
Go to DJ.
Coach, it was the same question I asked Arike. I don't know if you heard it, but this team, they shot well from the floor, almost 47%, 40% from deep, and 90% from the free throw line. 24 assists on 30 made field goals plus. Usually those numbers win games. So what do you feel like broke down defensively in that fourth quarter? Obviously this team allowed a 17-2 run, and what do you think that needs to change to finish off these games?
It was just discipline down the stretch, and again, part of what we talked about, the balance of slowing it down and taking the air out of the ball versus continuing to do what was working. So I hear that, and we got to be better. That too, So yes, it's definitely on me. I could have been better in putting them in better situations, and we needed to have more discipline down the stretch to at least make them have to make shots. They didn't. The one bucket they hit was the one to give them the lead. It was 10 points from the free throw line. It was a 10-0 run from the free throw line. So that's what's frustrating is our discipline, and that's not new. We've been struggling with that here with our fouling. I think we've been better the last couple of games, but it continues to be an area of growth for us.
I'll go to the last one, Christian.
Hey, Coach, I know this is kind of the outcome that you wanted, but over the last couple of games, are there any building blocks you can take going into the next couple of games? It's, just things that you see that positive the team is building upon?
Yeah, I think the offense, the ball is moving better, shifting sides of the floor, creating separation and higher quality looks. Yeah.
We will open up in person, and then on the Zoom, use the raise hand function. We'll get to you.
Obviously, can't say a whole lot, but tough to overcome 17 fourth quarter free throws. How does that kind of take you out of the game mentally at that point?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of things were being, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing crazy to get me fined, but it's definitely unfortunate. What was it, like 26 to something?
28 to 11.
Yeah, that's kind of unacceptable. I know some were fouls, but I can't say all of them were fouls.
28-11 is crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Can't say all of them were fouls, but definitely unfortunate.
Is that you guys did that third quarter? Let's talk about the positive, right? Start on that 15 or 18 to nothing run.
Yeah.
What happened at halftime? What was said in the locker room, or what changed for you guys coming out?
Yeah, we felt like we were too lax at the point of attack, and then we were over helping, and that's when they were hitting a lot of threes. So we tried to be better at the point of attack in the initial ball screen, so we didn't have to help too much. And then we just got steals, got stops, and we were scoring, we were attacking, we were the aggressors.
For both players, just what are some of the things you could take from this game overall? Like, cause there's a lot of runs for both teams on throughout the game. Just what are some of the things you can take away from it?
I think we can see how we can play, how good we can play, what good basketball, what good of a team we are. But I think we can also see where we have to learn from a lot, especially these last 4 minutes. Like, that's not possible that we're up 13 and then we're losing the game in the end. In the end, that was our game. Like, we have to take that home. So these are the 4 minutes where we really have to focus and learn from, because I think that's what's gonna get us wins in the end, those crunch time moments, and then also just like keep flowing in that offense and using what works.
Arike, you've had some tough shooting nights this season, but it seems like you really came out with an aggressive mindset tonight, both shoot from behind the arc and get to the paint. Did something change, or was that just, a great player rising to the occasion?
Yeah, just trying to get it together. I think, teammates helping out, speaking positive words. It's been, like you said, it's been a tough stretch, but just had to, realize that this is just a tough stretch in a long, career of, good basketball, and there's still 30-some games left. We talked about it. It's just the first quarter that happened, so now we got the second, third, and fourth quarter, and got to be better, and that's what I tried to do today to help the team.
Go to Rob on the Zoom.
Thank you. Rob Tianson from the Podium Finish. Luisa, I know this was a tough result tonight, but as a catalyst that's been in the starting five, how do you view the team's progress in turning these close games into wins from a chemistry standpoint? And if I may say, best of luck going into Eurobasket with Germany. What does this opportunity mean to you?
What was the first question?
How do you feel about the team's chemistry going into this, like in games like these?
Oh yeah, I think our team chemistry is great. Honestly, I have a lot of fun with this team. We support each other. We have each other's back. So it's a lot of fun. Like, it's great. Like, learning from all of these vets, even rookies. Like, it's really fun to be here. It's fun to be around the girls. So I enjoyed a lot. And then thank you for the good luck for the Eurobasket. It's tough to leave the team right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard if you have two plays and you can't combine it. I hope that's gonna be better in the future, that there's gonna be a balance between FIBA and WNBA and all that. So we don't miss that amount of games. But yeah, I'm also excited for Eurobasket. That's my team too. That's my family since I'm 13 years old. So it's something special for sure. But especially with the score we have right now, it's hard to leave here. No, Like I would like to stay and have the team win. Yeah.
Go to DJ.
Questions for Arike. As the leader of this team, I wanted to know, this team shot 47% from the floor, 40% from the three, 90% from the free throw line, 24 assists on 30 made field goals. Those usually win games. What do you feel like broke down in the fourth quarter? And how do you, I guess, galvanize this team moving forward?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a disconnect, just all over. I can't really, blame it on something. Definitely players, we need to be held accountable. We let, them get too many offensive rebounds, and they were capitalizing off that, whether it was a score or a free throw. Most of it was free throws, and then that last one definitely killed us. We were getting the first stop, and then, they were making something happen after they got those offensive rebounds, and then just kind of, I think we kind of, held back a little bit. We were up, and then we kind of started holding the ball a little bit, and we just had to stay aggressive because they couldn't guard us in the third quarter. And then, early in the fourth, and we just had to continue on what was working. Like you said, those numbers usually win games, but, we're learning, we're growing. This is on all of us, and we just got to grow and get better.
And the last one to Christian.
My question is for Arike. Just kind of wondering the things that you've seen on the court in the last couple of games. What are you seeing in the building blocks? Just kind of wondering, what are you seeing from the team on the last couple of games as far as building blocks going to the next game as far as success?
Yeah, I think we're kind of finding, where each other likes the ball and kind of gaining that, chemistry offensively, and we're kind of, getting better on the string on defense. But I think our biggest improvement is just finishing games. We've been really pretty much in every game, and then we kind of break apart once, the last 4 minutes. So if we can, be able to handle that, from the players to the coaches, truly, like if we're all on the same page and we're able to handle that, because every team is great. Like regardless of what's going on, it seems that everybody's always tied when it comes into the last 5 minutes or the game is close. So we have to be able to get stops, we have to be able to execute, and we have to be able to score. So as a team, coaches, players, we got to look at film and see what we need to do better, and how to be able to execute in those crucial times, because mostly all games are going to come down to the last 4 minutes, and we've been, pretty poor at that so far.
Guys, thank you.